which we are back for Voyage of the Fallen Star. I am your GM, Zach. And yeah, we are, at hopefully the top of Giant Spur. Well, hopefully for our crew, because they've been climbing for a week now, straight up. Thousands, tens of thousands of feet in the air, climbing this massive structure known as the Giant Spur. And, well, they've reached a portion where they've found these giant ruins that seem to have been recently lived in. You also discovered a petrified head of a human, like sort of their face awash in a scream. And this like huge banquet table, right? This ornately carved table. There were two place settings, right? Giant sized. One had this carcass of a sheep that's been, half carved up with swords sticking out of it for knives, while the other place setting is untouched and, under a layer of dust. And then by investigating this fresco, the captain and Kylam and backed up by the rest of the crew, you figured out the latent magic that was stored in this fresco. And so by pouring the drinks in these outstretched cups, or by pouring a drink in the outstretched cups in the right order, you came away with 6 potions of heroism. Useful stuff. So that is in the item area, so you can refer to that later. And yes, up the set of stairs, there are 2 doors. One that the captain listened at. He didn't hear much, but he kind of smelled, because he was in squirrel form. He got the whiff of a predatory bird, or some sort of roost, beyond that door. And the door to the right, all you heard nothing except the sound of like cloth flapping in the breeze. But no immediate danger sense there either. So we are all on this first level. Let's see. Well, Captain, how's it going? How do you think you're doing?
Well, the captain feels very small right now. And this isn't like a squirrel joke. This is that we're like clearly in like some fee-fi-fo-fum giant's room. And usually where there is a giant's room, there is a giant. And, well, that's not a very, what's the word I'm looking for? A very, comforting thought. Because, like, obviously, like, the fucking compass is gonna be, like, a brooch on the giant or something, and we're gonna have to get it. Like, there's gonna be some dungeon fuckery here. And so the captain is not looking forward to that.
Fair enough. And, well, what's the opinion of the first officer, first mate Kylam?
I'm still, like, I've just got the compass now, so I'm getting used to this, right? We got to figure out where this thing is, and hopefully we can do it. I'm perplexed by, like, this whole setting that we're in right now. We're, like, above the clouds. There's, like, giants and storm stuff. I don't know what's up here.
And you also are sporting a sooty new helmet.
Yeah, that's a thing that's going on, too. A little lifeline to Bungo's spirit. And maybe some bonuses, spells and stuff along the way. It's pretty good. That part's good. I just don't know, like, I wish I could be used to it more in the comfort of our ship and less a bajillion miles in the air.
Fair enough. Yes. How about the doctor? Sweetness.
I'll join the captain, I think, in a feeling of smallness and extreme trepidation. I think at being here, being in what appears to be maybe the living quarters of a giant who has only recently, been at work. At least he's probably full, or she, they, are probably full of lamb.
Right.
Yeah, I think
Found more
he's feeling
petrified
kind of.
sheep.
Say again.
You found more petrified sheep. That's
Oh
right.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, they were doing this.
Uh,
Yeah. That also makes me nervous that they could potentially petrify us. Yeah, I think he's feeling a sense of urgency. Like, okay, we're here. We need to get what we came for, Scarlet's Gate treasure, and/or and ideally, more importantly, the star fragment, and then be on our way.
Fair enough. Yeah. And what about the former Bungo Barleybrook, who is currently now inhabiting Bolo Tintugger, the dwarven artificer, who has joined you on this trek upward, and who is very excited because if you're near the top, that's where he gets to try out his wings to full effect.
That's right. That's right. I couldn't be more happy to slap the button on these, mechanical wings, feel them extend out towards the heavens and leap off that spire. It's just, and I know for certainty that I will fly incredibly and not fall to my death. So I'm excited.
Yeah, very, very. Yeah.
What more can be said?
Man, right? That's you're almost accomplishing your life's dream up until this point. So, what?
Dude, that's
lies
the pro
beyond?
tip. You have to die, and then you switch to a character who's about to accomplish their life goals. You just skip right to the end.
Indeed.
Guys, I have a new
Okay.
character. My guy just found a fallen star. It's
Oh,
really
shit.
weird. Just like right in his backyard. It was crazy.
If only the fallen star was in someone else's backyard. But that's for another day. All right. So yes, you are you are all sort of crowded, sort of at the edge of this giant dining room with the fresco, still sort of glowing, in the aura of the transfigured potions. And yeah, ahead of you lies this large staircase, right? Giant-sized steps, so they're a little difficult climbing. And then at the top, door going left, a door going right. You also came in to from that western area, right? There was that basically long, smooth shaft that headed downward.
Austin, I was waiting for you to say something.
Yeah. And so that's what we got for now.
Well, I feel.
I don't remember what I'm.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yep.
Okay. Well, that
I
was
was trying to remember what I was doing at the end the last time. I feel like I had some interest in doing some more investigation on one of these doors, perhaps
Sure.
taking a peek behind it. So I don't know, maybe this first one.
Yeah. So do you want to try to open it?
So can you remind me which door did we had listened and we heard nothing behind one and like rustling or like something that sounded like flapping?
So the one ahead of you, right? That's the one the captain said there was the sound of rustling cloth.
Okay.
And that was it. And the other one, he didn't hear anything particular. It was more his sense of smell that got activated, that he was in squirrel form, right? And so he got this predatory sense, right? Or sense of a predator behind the door, an avian type of predator.
Well, I'm thinking that I want to try this one then. I think I'll kind of, let the rest of the party know, hey, I think I'm going to try this door, maybe we should all just, ready ourselves in case I come screaming down the stairs because there's a giant clad in gossamer cloth chasing me.
That one might be your
Captain.
problem.
Says,
You got this.
Ship's mage Varanus, who's very tired from all the climbing, right? With all the extra
Silent
gear
old
and
Varanus.
stuff that he's been doing. He's Captain. It looks like you could use a little, little pick me up.
I could use a little pick me up, but I'm gonna use some good berries and give me some heat. Well, I could use some good berries. Is there? Did somebody else have a better idea?
No, I'm just the mage. So
Oh, okay. So I
just
will
looking
use.
out for you, Captain.
Well, thanks. Good call. And this is what? 10 hit points.
Just gotta cram all those good berries.
I'm just gonna eat them like one at a time because you know how squirrels like nuts, like they're like super cute, sort of stick them in.
Were
That's
you
a
still
joke.
a
I know
squirrel
he's not
when you
a
were
squirrel.
working?
Nope, I know he's not a squirrel. He can't cast Goodberry. It's okay.
Sort of seeing the sweetness is gonna open the door. You go up to the captain and I'm like, Captain, we should come up here. Get the crew together. I think we're gonna go to the next room.
Should we eat our hero potions? No, maybe like right before combat or something.
What do they do?
We need to. We can down them. We can
They
quaff
give
them.
you 10 temporary hit points, and
basically
you have
4 on the attack.
you have the blessed
Saving
spell
throws.
for an hour.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a pre-boss fight thing.
It's
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is a nice potion. Well, ancient magics.
All right.
So
I'm
you
like,
can
if we
open this
keep
door.
doing it over and over and over again, will it just generate?
No, it seems the magic was sort of expressed, and maybe it's either depleted temporarily for who knows how long, or it could have been just a one-time thing. Hard to say.
All right. Very carefully, I will try this door. First to see, if it's locked. I don't want to sort of tug on it and it make a
Right.
loud noise.
Yeah, well, you reach up to the door, this very heavy sort of iron latch, and so you do have to tug on it a little bit to actually get it started, but it is unlocked.
Okay.
So you can
I'm gonna, eek it open just enough so that I can, see in.
why don't you give me a stealth check?
You bet. I love stealth checks.
And I think you should be able to click on the door yourself.
Oh, to open it?
Yeah.
Wow, spicy.
Yeah. New
13?
technologies. All right. Well, you'll open the door.
Oh,
All right. So you open the door to what seems to be a untidy bedroom. So as you move in, oh yeah, we gotta get Magnus up in here.
There's 2 magnets for some reason.
Right. Well,
Oh.
because I wanted the camera in different areas.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So a huge bed, right, dominates much of this room on the sort of northern side. Against the wall opposite the bed, over here, right, on the southern wall, is a massive painting of a Cyclops woman with cropped red hair and wearing this dark royal blue robe. And a gaggle, right, of cockatrice are gathered about her feet. And then beneath the frame, or on the frame, on the lower part of the painting, is a set of giant runes.
Our set of giant runes?
Yeah,
Like, are the runes really
and
big,
giant.
or are they?
Yeah, that's exactly. I would say, yeah.
Oh,
Large
oh.
runes or.
Large giant runes.
Nice.
Okay,
Thanks,
well-
Zach. Can anybody?
Okay.
Or can read those,
Cyclops,
right?
red hair, cockatrices about the feet,
Yeah.
and then in the painting there are runes.
No. It's like the label of the painting, basically.
Oh, I
Is in
see.
runes in giant. And-
Can you? Could this
And
be
then
the?
there's
Go
also a
ahead.
desk, right, that's cluttered with some scrolls, book tomes, and some paper, loose papers.
All
I
of which
mean,
is
they're held down.
giant-sized?
Yes,
Okay. So, like, we couldn't, like, take a scroll here with us unless... I mean, I guess we could. We just...
you could.
Two people
Yeah.
carry it,
Where is the compass pointing?
Vertically up.
Oh,
But it is
or up.
moving ever so slightly, the needle.
Yeah. But we just aren't high enough on the mountain to be there yet.
Well, I kind of turn around and I'm like, this looks to be a bedroom. I think we have a studious giant here to say the least. Perhaps with a soft spot for cyclopesses,
Cyclopses?
cyclopstresses.
No,
Oh, I like
Cyclops.
that.
Right. It's the
Nerd.
name, it's the feminine.
Go ahead.
Bolo, can you read Giant? Isn't it the same script as Dwarven?
It's the same script, but it's a different language.
So it's like saying if you
Well,
can English, you can read
Are you
Spanish.
in the room, Bolo? Are you gonna take a look anyway?
Sure, I'll take a look.
Can we do like a history check, or does this have anything to do with the story that we heard about the building of the tower? I don't remember a Cyclops being involved.
No, not directly. Yeah, So
Can
Bolo,
I do
you
a
take a
history
look at
check?
it. Sure. Yeah. Bolo, you take a look at it and recognize. Oh, this is. Although you don't know giant, you can recognize this is a proper name. Like whatever this is saying in giant, it's just the name of whoever or.
Right. Looks like a title or a name or proper noun, if you will.
Which I am about to recall.
Well.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this doesn't seem to ring a bell as any sort of famous individual. And as you try to sound out the runes, Bolo, you're like, this is what it sort of sounds like. Bernike.
Bernie K?
It's in the chat.
Yeah, I put it in the Roll20 chat. So sweetness. However, you like some tales of giants and cyclopses and perhaps.
Okay.
And you also know there is a small set of islands called, or small set of islands a little bit to the north west of Giant Spur. Let's see, where's the map? So if we all look at the map for a second, the Boddens, so you see Giant Spur is sort of on the right-hand side of the map, and then the Boddens are sort of to the northwest of that. So it's a small string of islands that many different kinds of giants are said to inhabit, right? It's not a place that humanoids tend to go very often. Because, well, as far as they've seen, like these giants are constantly fighting with one another for territory and stuff. There seems to be, ruins, right? You can see them from the coast. And of course, some brave adventurers have taken up there. So I guess, again, yeah, your history check is really good. You know that in more recent times, the sort of higher giant kin, right, the ones that sort of the ordning is based around, storm giants, fire giants, all that, they haven't lived in the Boddens as much, right? They seem to have gone away or disappeared or died off, a while back, and so it's sort of the more smaller, lesser giant kin like Cyclops and ogres and things like that populate the Boddens these days.
Okay, so I'm sensing just that, yeah, this is just my sort of Cyclops history.
Basically, yeah.
Like Cyclops tend to be perhaps from this area. It's not too far from the giant spur. I'm kind of like scratching my chin, the side of my head, and I say, I guess everyone's in here. I say, the Boddens aren't too far from here. Wouldn't be too much of a stretch for a Cyclops. Perhaps one interested in the history of giants and such to maybe make their way here, climb the tower and take up abode, and perhaps paint their mistress. Do the books and stuff, are they also in giant? They written in giant?
So yeah, you do. As
I'll
you
take a
search
look at them.
through the desk, right? Yeah, most of the writing is in giant. You see, but you also find as you're rifling, past some of these books, you find a sketch of a tower, right? Reaching past the clouds and into the astral plane. It's almost like a crude architectural drawing. And definitely done more recently, right? It's not like an ancient piece of papyrus you've got in your hands. And then you've got also sort of to the side of them, these are different artistic renderings and different poses of a somewhat familiar cyclopean woman.
Huh.
And along with measurements, right? Like in, whatever units giants measure in.
Seems like maybe some craft is being made, or like, like plans for something.
That would be, yeah, pretty good intuition.
Perhaps our Cyclops friend here is engaged in the spur itself is a romantic expression, a sculpture, right? For love, and perhaps our Cyclops friend here. Casting about, do I see like a monocle anywhere, or perhaps a single contact lens? Um, just to
no,
confirm.
I don't think so. You could make an investigation check if you want to look
for other indications. While I'm making that check, that perhaps whoever's taken up abode here, my suspicion being a Cyclops, is engaged, in a similar endeavor, and they've come here to make artistic expression of their love to Bernice.
Oh, hey, what's that?
So, well, as Sweetness, as you're sort of poking around the desk, right? Again, giant sized, and you go to the opposite side, you startle at first because you think you see one of these cloud-like golems, but you sort of take a second look and you see it is completely motionless, but it's like sort of lying in pieces actually, with its arms not attached.
I stumble back, tripping over some books, and cloud golem. And then gathering my wits, I right myself in a God. It seems to be deactivated, inert somehow.
You could
Could I?
Know what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, you can take a look. You also, as Omarin, as you come around, this is the cloth at the sort of bottom right corner that is slowly flapping in the breeze. So you think beyond that cloth it is open to the exterior.
Don't hear a giant snoring.
Yeah. Does my elf nose smell any birds of prey?
Make a perception check.
Isn't that what
his squirrel nose had picked up?
That was the other door.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm like, you can smell.
Well, it's fine if you still keep sniffing,
Yeah. So Omarin, yeah, you take a look at this cloud golem. Well, you can make an Arcana check to see if like you can figure out what's going on with this.
I'm a fucking druid. I don't know.
When you say its arms, seems like they're like it's like the arms are just floating. Is it still
No,
seem
because
cloudy?
yeah. So again, it's this cloud is the overbright cloud, right? So it has sort of this cohesion, almost like a
Solidity.
sand-like texture.
Well,
So yeah, the arms are sort of lying detached, right? Sort of by its side.
does it seem petrified or something? I'm thinking like the
No, not
goats.
petrified.
And it doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be responding to us at all.
Not at all.
I'll like take my short sword and poke it.
Your short sword, it has a little tough. It's tough going through the cloud a little bit, as you've experienced before, right? And these things are. This cloud is like resistant, to mundane blades, but
No response.
no response. And Varanus huffs his way in. He's like, "Those were some big stairs. Oh my gosh! Oh, look, that's a cloud golem. That's nearly finished. Maybe with a bit more work, it could, be activated."
These things are constructs of some kind.
Well, they are golems. I mean, I guess this shouldn't be shocking to us.
Yeah.
These are not living creatures, but some sort of construct. Like,
Yeah.
There are such things as like elementals that are living things on their own. But I guess it makes sense that you could also just like animate something and sort of, I don't know, give it a direction like you would like with a standard like stone golem.
Sweetness is nodding, and he's like, I guess I always just imagined someone like conjuring it from a cloud, and I never, I guess, thought about it being only partially complete.
I guess it makes sense if they want like servants or something, then they would do this. I guess what it implies though is that like whoever abducted the like religious people, the I don't know what to call them, but the adherents from the temple.
Pilgrims.
Sorry?
Pilgrims.
Pilgrims, thank you. The pilgrims from below, it wasn't the cloud golems who did it really. They were being told to do so by someone else, presumably.
So what are they doing with all of the people?
Great question. I mean, I would guess the storm giants probably are the ones who have been doing this.
Turn them into jelly.
Yeah, are they eating the people? Wow. P5 fum.
All the more reason to hurry, I guess.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Sweet as Bolo, as your sort of Sweetness tosses some of the papers and stuff around, and some of them float down to the ground. You see what strikes your eyes as some sort of alchemical formulas written on some of these stuff.
I'll take a closer look at some of those.
Oh my god, philosopher's
you can
stone
make
is
me an
made by
Arcana
killing
check.
people.
Can I make heads or tails of these?
You can make me an Arcana check.
Oh, a Arcana check. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was him rolling. It was Zach.
No, that was Varanus.
Yeah. Hey.
You're not sure, but it seems to. You think it has something to do with feathers. They're like feathers is one of the main ingredients. Certain kind of feathers.
I don't know. I think they're turning them into chickens, guys. According to this document I found. I might want to have somebody cross-check this, but that's my analysis.
I look around for
no.
someone with more magical expertise, and I settle on Varanus, who apparently might have got there.
Oh, I'm always call Varanus. Call Varanus.
No, look
This
at
is
me,
why
I'm
we.
Baroness.
This is why
That's
we call
why we call
Varanus.
Varanus.
1-800 Varanus.
Oh, interesting. So these alchemical writings seem to be a petrification salve, something that reverses the process of being petrified. And oh yes, of course, cockatrice feathers is one of the main ingredients here.
To reverse paralysis?
Petrification.
Or
being turned
petrification,
to stone magically.
And that's to what if he's
Which cockatrices are known to do. You know, that's one
Yeah.
of their things.
they turn things to stone?
Yes.
So it makes sense that their
Ooh.
feathers would be useful for reverting that.
Well, and if
I-
cockatrice,
I don't think
what
we
is
have
a
any on hand.
cockatrice? I think it's like a basilisk-like thing.
It is, well, it's an avian, you know, predator, right? Probably stands around 5 feet high, like hunched over, you know, sort of like a velociraptor,
Mhm.
but, you know, a little more wing, you know, but feathery, winged, right?
So that there's a good chance that might be what's in the other room. I wonder, could it be that this, you know, if he's planning, it looks like he's planning to carve something. He needs stone to carve it. Perhaps he's using the cockatrice to turn, I don't know, people into stone. I don't know if it's more than just a food preservative.
Yeah,
Good
but
food
Why
preservative,
would
though.
they be so interested in petrification? It just doesn't make any sense, especially for like you would think stone and cloud are kind of opposites in like a weird
Yeah.
elemental way.
I was thinking, I mean, again, I don't know what the top of the spur is like, but if he were trying to carve something and he needed stone to, you know, more stone to do it, I guess turning lots of people into stone might be
Oh, it's like a
one way
weird like reverse mining process. You're saying?
Yes,
Like-
basically. Yeah. You're like, I need more stone. Here's one way to get it. I will make more stone
Right.
from living things.
That's, you may have described like the most elaborate way to get stone possible.
Yes, the hardest, but you know,
I'm
the
not saying
top
somebody
of the
wouldn't do
tower-
it. Like, it's not off the table.
Well, yes. What else do you have to build from up here? If
Yeah, you don't want to dig the tower out from under you.
Yeah, I mean, they do seem pretty adept at manipulating clouds. Maybe they would make stuff out of clouds, but like, who knows? I have no concept of why someone would do any of this right now.
Let's keep investigating. I'd like to take a peek.
So, but you
outside.
heard birds behind the other room, though. That's the thing. Is like we heard somebody heard that,
Yes.
and if we have a theory that maybe
smelled
like
them more like.
smelled them, okay. So, and if we have a theory that like cockatrices might be involved here somewhere, do they have like weaknesses or something? If we open that door, like, are we screwed? Like,
I mean,
someone
they're
can make
just
a
birds,
nature
right?
check. Yeah.
yep, to be a
Who
druid.
knows
could-
about cockatrices?
I mean,
I'll make a nature check.
they're like birds, right? I don't know. It's just an
It's
inherent thing.
Only aquatic stuff.
I'd say actually cockatrices, dosis avianus, is that.
Exactly. Oh no, you rattle off it pretty handily. Yeah, so you know they're birds of prey. They have, they're not the fastest flyers, but they can get around in the air. They don't have any weaknesses per se, except they are, they don't have any natural armor to speak of, right? They rely completely on their speed. But yeah, and it's their bite you have to watch out for. That has the chance.
Okay, not like a Medusa situation.
Correct.
What happens if they bite armor? Does it still petrify the person, or does it not?
Well, assuming if you were damaged by
Okay.
said bite,
Okay.
yes, it starts from the wound.
Sure, but I understand what the word damage here means, and yes,
Yeah.
I get you.
So yeah, let's we're gonna lose someone to mummy rot. We're gonna lose someone to slow. What's the Game of Thrones like stone skin or stone rot?
Presumably, if somebody did get petrified, we could reverse it, given that we now have an alchemical
A recipe.
formula for doing that, which
Well,
we
This
sort of
only goes one
understand.
way, though.
I'm sorry?
But doesn't this only go one way?
What do you mean one way?
The chemical reaction we have, doesn't this only go like flesh to stone? Do we have a stone to flesh recipe?
I thought that's what the recipe.
I thought that's what it was. I thought it was
The
reversing
recipe is
petrification.
stone to flesh, basically. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got it
Reverse
backwards.
petrification.
Okay.
I appreciate you describing it in D&D terms, though.
Yes.
Stone to flesh.
Okay, well, that may be our only way ahead. I do want to check behind this curtain quick, if that's okay.
Sure. Yeah, you can open it. So you pull it aside, and all you see is a vast field of white.
Oh,
Right.
so I don't jump out into this.
Well, you could. It looks like cloud.
Right.
Oh,
Just lots of cloud, right? Like as far as the eye can see, a vista cloud.
does it look like the same type of like the overbright cloud, like the thicker?
You'd probably say, yeah.
If I toss one of these books or something, something from the room onto it, does it stay?
It sinks a little bit worryingly, but yes, then it does stay.
Wow. Sweetness. We don't have to take any time with this, but
And you see,
wants to tie himself off to something and like.
Yeah.
You also see a sort of almost pathway, right, of this overbright fluff leading slightly up and like curling around the side of the spur.
Cool. Yeah, I tie myself off and plop right into that. What does it feel like?
It feels like you're hitting cool, wet, but much more loose sand, like
Wow.
or loose mud, right?
Oh, I'm like, guys, come and try this. This is amazing. I've never felt anything like this in my life.
I'm sorry, so what do we see?
You see him jump out of the window and sort of disappear, beneath the lip of the window frame.
Come on.
Well, we may have to find a new party member, guys.
And sort of looking around, Sweetness, for the first time, you can actually tell the spur is broken.
Oh.
Looking up, you see the terminus of the tower, right? Another, 30 or 40 feet up, you can see a jagged pieces of stone where it has broken off sometime in the far past.
Does it look at all like it could be related to the piece that we're looking for?
No, this is just like the ancient like whatever was here, like something broke and like fell off, right? That's what it looks like. The stone is jagged and torn and really, really weathered. You can't see like the plane of the top, right? But you can see that the spur goes no higher than another like 50 feet or so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I kind of I guess gawk at that for a spell. And the path seems to curl up toward the top.
Sort of hugging the spur a little bit toward the top. Yeah.
All right, I'm like waving people. I'm like, I think we should check this out.
Before we do that, can I just quickly search for anything valuable in these drawers or anything?
Sure, you can make me an investigation check. Anybody else, like as Sweetness is off doing his thing? Anybody else want to
Take it.
check anything out here? Oh, so searching through the papers, you find one that's actually a little smaller. It's almost like scribbling, on a piece of napkin or something, right? A little note off to the side, but you can definitely since it has a spell contained in there.
Can I determine if it's arcane or what? Like if it's arcane or divine or anything like
It is
that?
arcane.
Okay. I'll show it to our friendly wizard.
Well, I can't quite read this script, but
Damn it, Varanus. What use are you?
once I learned giant. Oh. Yeah, it's all giant to me.
Well, I'll give it to him, and then hopefully in the future he can figure out what it is.
I think I'm gonna do a sketch of the big. It's like a painting, right? The thing on the wall. I think is this. I'm gonna do a sketch of it as well as copying down the giant runes underneath, just in case we ever needed to like show it to somebody and be like, "Here's what we saw." That it's just like a loose kind of sketch, like really quick, but like good enough to give somebody the impression of what we saw.
Like it's that one where we look over Kylem's shoulder and it's like kind of a stick figure thing. You know,
we can
like,
roll. We can definitely roll to see the quality. Of
Varanus
the quality of
also
the
says,
sketch.
Didn't we barter for some potions of comprehension or something?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna waste that here.
But look at all this knowledge.
What?
We could
Like the name of a
thumb through.
the name of a cyclops?
No, I mean all the papers and the books and everything.
Oh, sure. I mean, I figured the captain would have that stuff on lock. If he needs a potion, he'll let us know.
No, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that's you guys can't just read.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I would say if the captain wants a potion to read all that stuff, that's fine.
Sure. All right. Well, Sweetness, why don't we make a group stealth check?
I make a performance check first to see how good my drawing is. It's 15.
All right. Not bad.
All right, pretty good.
Yeah. You're a quick sketch.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Years of elvish training.
Hey.
Stealth. Here it comes. Ooh. I feel like I'm burning through all my good rolls right now.
Oh wow, Kylam.
I tried.
Dexedin, baby.
Yeah. Well, it seems like it's good enough because even did Bolo give us a roll?
I don't think so.
think it'll matter at this time.
Ray, roll a die.
What am I rolling?
Stealth.
Stealth.
We're doing group stealth check.
You have disadvantage because of your armor.
Okay. I guess that's just a dexterity check. With disadvantage. Okay.
All right, not too bad. Is the captain really like? Again, Captain, you are the farthest away from anywhere you've ever wanted to be.
Yeah, I'm not okay with this.
Walking on these solid clouds.
Captain is triggered. Like, this is not cool.
Yeah. So you guys sneak up around the. What?
Where's the baby?
Baby eruptions. All right. So you guys sneak your way around. Halfway. So you come up sort of in the south of this area. And as you're sneaking up, you start hearing some rhythmic pounding, like something, almost pounding on stone, but it's like this just dull thud that keeps happening over and over. And as you sort of crest the lip, right, it's peeking out over the cloud bank, you see one of these cloud golems that is pounding on a statue and like breaking it into pieces. And you suddenly see, this whole area is full of several statues, some normal or some, fully intact, others broken to bits. But with your, with your group, being stealthy enough through the clouds, the golem doesn't seem to see you as it goes about its work, and it sort of, shuffles from one stone pile to another, and sort of like almost trying to beat and press the stone like into a little mold of some sort.
Does it doesn't seem to detect us, does it?
No, it hasn't taken notice of you.
Okay. Oh, is that prisoners?
So yes, off to the edge, right, of this sort of quarry area with all these broken statues and rubble. Yes, you see a sort of amphitheater type structure, right? Almost tiers of rock and dirt that's sort of being carved away from the side of the spur. And yes, there are two wooden cages, one to the south there, one to the north there. But the northern one seems empty. And there are three, what looks like, shivering, hungry, sunburnt pilgrims, yes, of the oarsmen.
Can we see at all the mold that the broken rock seems to be crumbled into?
It's a sheep, right?
It's more the golem is like creating a mold in its body, right, and just trying to pound the rock into like a little slot of cloud, right, that it's created in sort of its form, right.
Interesting. Okay. I think further evidence for my theory.
You also notice, there are a total of 3 intact statues. One of which, 2 of which are humanoid. One of which is a griffin.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? Where is the compass pointing?
It is pointing to the west, towards the top of that sort of amphitheater area.
Ideas.
The golem continues to go about its work. It doesn't care, like, it grinds the stone, and, yeah.
My worry is that if we engage in combat here, we may attract the attention of whatever is responsible for these golems, and or at least that we might attract their attention prematurely.
Do we think the golem will, like, do anything if it notices us?
Well, they've all just attacked you in the past, so
That's fair.
every time you've seen one.
Okay.
Biggest thing
I
is
guess
one
technically
golem.
the other one. Yeah.
One golem is not the biggest deal in the world. The question is, like, what happens after that?
Yeah.
There's no chance, like, we can't lie down in this cloud fluff and kind of
Oh,
crawl
that's
our...
what I'm sort of assuming you're doing, right? Is like, or yeah, you've crawled up as close as you think is safe without
Oh.
more notice. Yeah.
Guys, I can drop a fog cloud over the whole area that we can sneak past.
I kind of like this idea. Like, use it, and the golem's just like, oh, more another wisp of cloud.
Don't you think fog creatures might have affinity for fog?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'll be a little nervous about this.
Oh, okay. Maybe do you think it's gonna make it like more powerful?
Like, it'll want to do something.
I'm worried
like,
it will simply not notice the fog.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but then we'll be able to look through it and see us. Oh, maybe.
That's what I
it's
mean.
like-
As you guys are discussing, the golem makes its way
Oh my God,
out
it
of
takes
this
another
quarry
person.
area. No, it doesn't go for any of the prisoners, but it's carrying, definitely this huge armload of the broken stones, and it's slowly making its way up these, well, in some sense, a makeshift stairway. And
We.
Okay. So
So-
Zach,
Yes.
sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
So now the three statues, right, that are sort of most apparent in front of you. There is, the adult griffin, similar to the one you encountered before. So it's full sized and everything. There is a human pilgrim, still petrified, and a large, sort of strange looking humanoid, a furbolg
Oh.
called.
Well, Zach, given my proclivities to be telepathic, I'm
Yeah.
going to attempt to talk to the thing, the human shivering in this little cage here, and be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
You want to introduce
With my
yourself?
mind.
What?
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Who's talking?
Is that on
Oh,
mute?
am I going crazy?
Yeah, I was just
Oh,
like,
my-
"Hey, shh, quiet, quiet. It's okay. We're
Did
adventurers."
you hear that? He's saying it to the others in the cage. Do you
What's-
hear him in your mind?
What's the lady who was the priestess in that area, and where everybody disappeared from? What was her name? Anybody remember?
Good question.
My character definitely remembers.
Whatever.
Ilum, yeah, you remember this for the captain. You're like, it was Selka, Sister Selka.
And he says, "Yes, yeah, we're friends of Selka's. We were sent up here to try to find all you pilgrims, find out what happened to you."
And are you sort of indicating mentally in any way for him to try and look
No.
in your direction?
Oh,
Selka. No one can be Selka's friend anymore.
what happened? Did she get
And
eaten by a giant?
And he looks towards out the cage. He sort of pulls himself up on these wooden slats, looking towards the quarry. He doesn't see you guys still. He looks towards the quarry. Selka's no one's friend now. Selka couldn't save us. And you look over and you can see the broken statue of Sister Selka. Her face stoic
Oh
as
no.
she met her fate.
Oh no. Say, wow. There is still time to save you if you let us know what happened.
What happened? We were captured by these clouds, these living clouds, and then the one with the great eye and the shining staff. He turns us to stone.
Oh
He
shit.
just looks at you,
Oh no. Well, how have
and
you
then
been
he
spared?
sends his minions to harvest
Oh
the
no.
bits.
Oh no. How have you been spared?
I don't know. He only takes so many at a time.
Oh, and where is he now?
He's up doing whatever he's doing up there. I don't know.
Oh
Up
no.
at the top.
Oh no. Okay. Well, if he looks at you, don't look back.
You could say like, "Don't worry, we'll rescue you."
Well, I mean that'll come later.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll get to the bottom of this. We'll defeat this monster, and we will save you and take you back to the oarsmen, back into the
Well,
arm.
the oarsmen sure to have us. It's only a matter of time. We're doomed here.
And so I related to the party and basically say, "Yep, Cyclops. He's got a staff, turns people to stone. We should look around corners with mirrors. Does that work?"
Perhaps if we had some alchemical formulae to counteract this potent magic.
Yeah.
Varanus,
Do we have the feathers necessary for the reagents?
I don't think we do have. I don't think we have any
No,
feathers.
no.
But Varanus, you understood it well enough that if we got the feathers, we could make the potions, right?
Yes, there's obviously always a chance of failure, but we can try to make as much as we could.
All right.
So-
I think that's the game plan. The fog cloud thing is also looking like a good idea right now, though. Like, that does seem like a pretty good way to avoid getting eye blasted. That makes sense.
There's probably all sorts of shenanigans we can do, but we need to go back down and like steal some feathers from the cockatrices, right?
Yeah, let's see if we can go to the cockatrice room and make sure. Well, let's make sure that it is what we think it is first. So let's go back down and check that out.
Sure. Go back down.
Yeah.
Does somebody want to keep watch? in
I was
case-
just thinking that. I was thinking I'll keep watch. I'll stay here because I'm probably the sneakiest. So I can stay here just in case.
What about the ship's mage? I've got good eyes.
Sure, but you're not. You're Mr. Not here right now.
I think that's Zach's way of saying
Exactly.
down.
If
Fine.
you want to keep watch, Kyle, that's fine. But
But what?
well, I'd just be in the way, I guess. I don't know.
Is there like a big old crack under the door, right? Because these doors are giant size, so presumably the crack at the bottom's pretty big.
They are, and you tried before, but whatever this door on the inside seems to have, more something sort of more covering the crack,
Okay.
right? Like an extra layer of, maybe heavy cloth or something on the other
Okay.
side preventing you, because you looked in that direction when you were a squirrel. Yeah, but
Hey.
that's why you had to rely on smell more than anything.
So, like, if somebody could sneak into the room, what's the chance of somebody just like plucking a few feathers while this thing isn't paying attention?
I mean, I have no idea.
Probably kind of unlikely.
It
Okay.
seems like a
provoking.
noticeable action.
Plus, I mean, if it's like a small room, then how would we get in without them noticing?
Oh, I was thinking, like, does Omarin do some druid fuckery, turn into an animal, like sneak in through the window, pluck some feathers, and run back?
Another bird, and maybe you do some, you could preen the cockatrice's feathers.
Yeah, it was something like awful. I can't turn into anything that flies. I guess I could be an emu.
Yes. That might be closer, honestly. In
The
time.
perfect plan.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, that's it, Captain. You nailed it. Let's go.
I mean, I don't hate that idea. I mean, I know I hate that. I don't know if I hate that idea. It's the worst idea I've ever had.
That's all,
You're also
all the spellcasters, ready a spell. Let's charge in, guns blazing. Boom, 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 boom.
Anyway,
five turn. Yeah, and there.
Yeah. Bolo, you do also think that this cloud golem, this unfinished one, could be. You might just have the ability to complete it.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Is it enthralled to him?
That tends to be the way golems work.
And then you could have it go get feathers. That's so cool.
I like this idea,
Yeah.
but I'm also fine with guns blazing.
Well, but that'll just make a ton of noise.
That's true.
You can always go fall back to guns blazing, right? Like that's always the option.
Well, but you don't get the full blaze of the gun.
I guess that's true. It's not a
Yeah.
surprise blaze necessarily.
Well, I don't know
How
how long.
go back to guns, but maybe not guns blazing.
How long do we think it would take? It's Bolo, right? Who could construct the golem, or is it Varanus? It's Bolo, right?
Bolo.
Yeah, Bolo.
Varanus might be able to as well, or he could assist maybe.
Well, Bolo, how long do you think it would take to try to finish this guy up?
How long do I think it would take?
Probably at least 10 minutes.
I mean, but that's hardly anything, right? Like, do we know what time of day it is?
I take 10.
It is. I'd say it's getting on I don't know, probably only 3 p.m. or so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think we have 10 minutes.
Sure. After a little bit, Kylum, you do hear the sound of the stone golem coming back, and the frightened whispers, or shrieks of the prisoners. But then you hear the crunching and shattering of stone.
The crunching and shattering of stone.
Shattering, yeah.
Can I put together what that is?
You think the cloud golem has come back to, the statues and has broken one of the statues down.
Alright. Well, that's depressing. I mean, at least
Another
nobody-
one turns to dust.
We can let him get petrified, right? No. Yeah, I mean, I guess that sucks. Like, my concern here is mostly that if they come to like petrify one of these like living people, I think the statue's already done for. So.
Well, let's not entirely write off the statues. It could be possible to reverse the petrification
But if they're
process
broken,
after even centuries.
if they're broken, then isn't that like we're done? Is there a way to like reassemble
Well,
it? Would
I
that
mean,
work?
not the entirely broken ones. No.
I mean, again, Bolo, you think it would be possible given enough time and, the mending spell and things like that,
Oh, sure.
could reconstruct some.
We have the spell-nology. We can rebuild them
The artificer.
stronger.
Well, in that case, I come back and I'm like, you guys gotta hurry up.
I get to it then, I guess.
All right, make me a dexterity tinker's tools check or an arcana check.
Okay.
And you have advantage because Veritas will assist. I hope you know what you're doing.
Oh, me too.
Goals can be unpredictable.
Let's see. What kind of, you said Tinker's Tools? Which
Yeah,
is
dexterity,
like efficiency.
Basically,
plus dex?
yeah, dexterity with your tinker's tools
Okay.
proficiency.
What is proficiency on this character? Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay. Oh,
Well, you
with
have
advantage,
advantage.
Slightly better.
Yeah, 10 minutes. It wasn't long enough. You got one
Oh
of the
no!
reattached, but yeah, not quite.
I need more time.
Not quite good enough. But the thing is still totally, inactive. Well,
What about the bird team? Captain?
Bird.
Well, wasn't the well, we were gonna wait for the cloud golem, which failed, right?
I mean, it would just take longer. But Kylum is saying like, oh, these statues are being destroyed, which are technically, people and stuff.
Yes. Okay. So, does anybody have a mirror?
Sure, I'm an artificer. It feels like that's something I'd just have.
Absolutely, sure.
Okay. So, can we get the mirror ready and crack open the door and look through the mirror and see what's in the room?
Asking
yeah,
some questions
sure.
here.
All right. Well, the captain will take the fall for this because we have a potion if it goes horribly wrong, and I'll ask I don't know, somebody to come help me open the door just a little bit, and then immediately we'll close it if we don't like what we see.
All
I'm
right.
happy to help.
Cool, let's-
Everybody else getting nearby, or Kylum, you're staying
Yeah.
on watch?
I think I've come down. We can. I'll be over
Bolo
here.
and Vernus gonna work on the golem still.
Yeah, I mean, I'll supervise what Omarin is up to from a safe distance. You two can be the door open and close squad. Bolo, I don't know if you want to come over here or keep working on the golem.
Oh,
That's Ray.
Well, I'm gonna keep working on the
all right.
guy.
So
Yeah.
Varanus will do that. It's like, all right, if we could get this done, it'll be a big win here.
Yeah. I roll
Right.
again.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Because we'll see what happens with the door.
Sure.
So who's opening? So yeah. Omarin and Sweetness. So you guys are easing open this door just to slip this tiny mirror in. Make one of you make me a sleight of hand check. I guess whoever's.
I have a
handling the
4.
door more.
I guess if he's doing the mirror, I'm doing the door.
Yeah, you're doing the door.
All right.
It's pretty good.
All right. So you are easing the door open, and the mirror is starting to slide through, but it gets to a point where you feel the door almost catch a little bit. Not that it's locked. It's still like you could open it more, but you feel a slight resistance in the door. So you need to pull just a little bit harder
Harder or pull harder.
to
Don't make
get
more
the mirror
noise,
through.
but pull a little harder.
So I'd say with this one, give me a stealth check since you're trying to. Sweetness.
Oh, I'm sorry. Give you a what check?
Stealth.
Oh, God. Don't like stealth checks. But today I do.
Pretty good. All right, so you're being stealthy as possible, and you open the door a crack more, and then you feel just suddenly some mechanism grind behind the door. Click. Sweets and Omarin, what do you do?
Slam the door, like just slam my body into the door to shut it. Or is the door opening in or out?
The door is opening.
Out, yeah. So just like slam his body against it to close it.
Door explodes.
What about Sweetness?
I hear a click.
Or you feel sort of more like something got, something got activated.
I think in a panic, I would probably let go of the door and, fling myself back, probably toward the wall.
All right. Omarin, give me an athletics check for your valiant maneuver.
I will see what I can do. Oh no.
Well, it didn't roll that well, but you rolled poorly. And as you try to brace the door, Sweets, you try to jump back as this massive beam swings down, smashing Omarin's attempt aside. Or attempt to hold the door aside. And,
Swings down from, the other side of the door?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, luckily, Omarin, it misses you.
Woof.
The door provided enough cover. And as it swings through its full arc, it also... Oh! Nails Sweetness.
Great.
For 6 bludgeoning damage. As you sort of get, smashed up against the far wall a little bit. And inside,
I let out a
you see several
loud grunt.
cockatrices, and we can roll.
That's
initiative.
fireball.
Well, don't burn all the feathers.
That's a good point.
Right, that's true. Fire magic might not be the ideal. And we can show everyone some cool art.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Those look fucking neat.
And yeah, I think all right, we got this for. And why don't, before we get this kicked off, take a little, how about a 5-minute break or something?
All right.
Sure.
Get it all into gear.
Nice.
Ugh.
Be right back, everybody.
thanks for waiting. And we're right about to get into this little fracas with some cockatrices and Sweetness. Although you were batted up against the wall by this trap, you can see now there was a lever above the door that seems to, but the door is over almost 30 feet tall, right? So there's this lever, that needed to be held down if the door was to be opened without springing the trap. But yes, before you see, well, I guess I can't see quite how many you see, but 3 or 4 cockatrices in your field.
Yeah, I see a few in there.
And they are riled up.
Is the implement that swung through the door, then could I shut the door?
No, it is sort of now hanging about 9 feet off the ground. This big log, probably easy 400 or 500 pounds, right in the middle of the doorway. So you'd have to push the door closed while also pushing the log.
Got it. Not strong enough to do that. Is the log suspended by a rope or something?
Yeah, thick ropes.
How high? You said it's about 9 feet up.
Yeah.
I think ready in action, to ask one of these cockatrices if they come toward us to cut the rope.
Well, so there's 1 rope on each end, so you got 2,
Well, even if I could cut the end nearest to me, it should swing like this, right?
Oh, well, probably.
Well, won't that create a ton of noise, or did that ship sail?
Oh, that ship sailed. I mean,
Sorry,
at least as far as the cockatrices go, right? You don't know about other things.
I'm in the heat of battle, so I think what I'll do is I'll move a little bit this way to, sort of have better, aim on it. And then when I see one of them, coming through the door, whatever, I guess I need line of sight. I want to try to cut it.
And what are you trying to cut it with?
I'll throw, I guess, my axe.
Okay, like a hand axe, yeah. Readying. All right, Varanus working away on the golem. Well, the first of the cockatrices start to flock out.
Trigger.
Yep. Range attack roll.
Okay. How
Did you
exactly
give your critical analysis to this?
I was going to ask. I would have liked to. I would like to.
Because you would have used a bonus. You could have used a bonus action to do
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, I'll do that. For that, I just use my intelligence either way for ranged or whatever, so it's the same attack.
Yep.
All right, here goes. $16.
That is a hit for sure. So you
Enough to cut it.
Throw the hand axe, severing it pretty good. It gets most of the way, and you can see it's hanging on, and then the thread snaps the rest of the way, swinging the log down, and almost hitting, or potentially hitting, one of these other cockatrices. Shouldn't have advantage. It's silly, but it dodges. And you see this almost little flurry of hay and whatever's down there.
Bird shit.
Into the air, but the wooden beam now slams harder against the wall on the inside of this coop. Yeah. So the wooden beam is, mostly out of the way. But
Oh, good.
it doesn't stop. So I got a little damage for him. Let's do it a little bit less. Oh, not quite much there. But yes, the first one has reached Omarin, quickly flocked by a second. I guess this one will flock towards you. Yes, so 3 of them rush out in this flurry of, wings, and this foul odor, assaults you from all this, the bird droppings that have collected there for so long. And so Captain is getting pecked at twice.
Oh no.
What's your current AC?
14.
All right. Well, the first one barely misses you. Although the second one, max damage on its attack, 7 piercing damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Nope.
All right, so you start feeling the wound, right? This thing got you sort of in the arm, right? And you look over and suddenly see this gray
Oh no.
stuff starting to spread on your body. So remember, we are using slightly different petrification rules. So you are now partially petrified, so your speed is halved and you have disadvantage on your dexterity saving throws.
Nice.
So not, as this begins to spread, right, you're starting to feel limited mobility, right? And you make a save at the end of your turns.
Got it.
Which may you may fight off the effect, or the effect might get gradually worse. But now we go for sweetness. Ooh, 22.
Go to her.
God, yeah. Con save.
Con save. 4 piercing
Oh,
damage.
heaven help me. Oh, I
Oh,
immediately no.
No, I wouldn't say I go that far, but I say you move into the heavily petrified status automatically because of the natural one there. So you are now stunned for a turn. As this thing rushed you, you were so excited. You cut down the beam. You almost didn't see the flurry of this thing as it moved so fast and was able to jab you sort of right in the belly. And you could feel your body stiffening, and you're almost unable to move already. Dun,
That's a
dun,
huge
dun.
bummer.
Bolo, you hear combat being joined. Captain, you're sort of able to speak. Did you call out after you got struck?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to kind of be quiet, but I think it's pretty clear, like, there was a big noise and, like,
Oh yeah.
people saw what happened. I don't feel the need to yell.
All right. So Bolo, as you're trying to construct this golem, a bigger, loud boom comes from the other room, shaking you from your working flow state.
Should I just keep working? What do you think?
I don't know. You're the artificer.
Well, how much longer do I think this is going to take? We're talking like 1 action or like 10 actions?
No, we're talking. Yes, this is still going to be
Like minutes of time?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, fuck it. Let's go help them. Probably, can I see anything from here? I don't know how wide this door is.
Can you see it now?
No, I mean I can see it on the map. I mean
okay.
like.
Yeah, you can peek around. right?
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
In that case,
Bolo, the cockatrices have gotten loose.
I can see that. I've got a little present for them. And it is a ray of sickness.
Oh shit.
But it looks like I missed.
Yeah, unfortunately, it slams into the stone. You know, Sweetness is dodging in his. Well, we're trying to in his usual way,
right.
but he's stunned. And you're just taking a guess, right, by already how much of Sweetness seems to be getting stone-like.
This is not going well, boys.
No, it's not.
Nope.
This is going real bad.
Speaking of which, there are 3 more cockatrices. That start flying out.
We're gonna get
You know that
TPK
these are stone.
turned into statues, smashed for parts.
3, 4, 5. Oh, this one can reach Kylan. That's
Oh, good.
But Omarin, you get an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna fucking take that. And I can do that with my. Can I do that with my Thorn Whip?
No, unless you have there's a certain feat.
Okay. Honestly, I would not have had a weapon out because I haven't had my turn.
Hmm.
So I can just, I guess, roll that with an fucking, I don't know.
Improvised attack, baby.
Yeah, punch it.
Yeah,
Let's
make
fucking
a
punch
punch.
these, for God's sakes. That would be.
Just with your strength, because you can't even use Dex if you're not.
Oh shit.
Oh,
So
you
strong.
hit that cockatrice.
Yeah.
What is it? 1d4?
Yeah.
No, it is just 1
Oh,
plus
just 1.
your strength
Great.
modifier.
So I guess it's my strength is +1, so I guess it's 2.
It's 2.
Oh, okay. Better than nothing.
Got him.
The woes of untrained, unarmed. In fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still you managed to surprise this cockatrice, and actually for that, you know, I'm gonna give him disadvantage on his attack against Kylan because you offset him.
Like bopping a shark on the nose. Oh god.
Oh,
What the heck?
well, it's a 20.
Well, that's a hit.
Oh man, that was
The
really.
great thing is that you guys are gonna be reunited with Bungo soon.
Yeah, no kidding.
6 piercing damage.
See, Bungo's gonna be
And a
stuck
con-
talking like on my head, trapped with like a statue forever. Like, okay, so Constitution saving throw. Here we go. 6 damage isn't too bad. Okay.
I have made the save. All right, so you're able to resist, right? Maybe it didn't quite get all the way through your armor coating, but
That's why I wear 2 sets of armor.
Nice.
yeah. And then another one attacks the captain. He couldn't move far.
How? Oh, it's initiative. Okay.
Oh, wait, what?
Wrong roll.
I hit initiative? Silly me. No, it didn't roll initiative. So I'll just re-roll that, because who wants that?
Oh,
I
good.
mean,
Oh, good. It's only 1.
It still hits pretty hard.
4 piercing damage. But since you're already on the petrification scale, I don't think it doesn't speed the
It doesn't
effect.
speed it up. It doesn't. No? Just asking.
No, I don't think so. Not with cockatrices.
Okay.
They're, they peck once and then they flock to a different prey, right? That's their sort of method. To let the prey, turn to stone itself without being in danger.
Do cockroaches eat rocks?
Well,
Well,
Like,
birds
by definition,
do.
I
I
guess.
mean, if you made a knowledge nature check, right? Birds have their gizzards, right, which are sort of made to break down things like
Sure.
seeds. And
but the
little
question,
rocks.
if their bite turns things to stone, does that like turn everything they eat into a rock? Is this like a Midas touch kind of situation?
Not necessarily, I guess.
Yeah, maybe it's
but-
optional. Maybe they like choose to stone things.
Yeah, as a
Right.
gland.
Yeah. Petrification. gland.
So after the devastating round by the cockatrices, it's finally
I'm
the
fine.
captain's turn.
Well, the captain has a plan, and he is going to web.
Oh god. Is this gonna help?
I mean, presumably we can get there. If they get all caught, we can get out of the way and then regroup, and then.
Like, if we can just get one of them to come through the door and then shut it and be in here, maybe we can kill that one.
Yeah,
like,
it
make
looks like
potions
you
with it?
managed to get all of them
Yes.
This one.
except the one right in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Very nice.
No, I
so
can't
they
pick-
need
We sent this to
5
Black.
dexterity saving throws.
Nice. 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 It's more nice.
They get all 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
Wow. All of them get caught. Birds in a web.
Wow.
Well, all of them except the one right in front of me.
Yeah, and so disengage. Can I disengage? That's an action, or can I do that as a move
That's
action?
an action.
Yeah.
Okay. Kyle, get me out of here.
You can still try to
Oh
move.
no. That's what you think is gonna happen here?
I mean, you could, like, magic me away, right?
Yeah, but then I'm there.
You could just 5-foot step away.
I need a Constitution saving throw from you, Captain.
I also can't move my token because my web is on top of it, and I don't know how to solve that.
Oh. I'll put it like that, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, you managed to resist, and that shakes off the petrification. You turn your will and your body right after that big win, right, with catching all of these birds. Convenient for plucking. Well, somewhat. They can still attack you, but they're
Yeah, they can still attack me, which is the problem.
Can you step away?
But then they don't get attacks of opportunity on me.
Well, otherwise they just get attacks.
But I guess next round I can always disengage. But
My thought is that like they won't be able to attack because they're stuck in the web. I mean, there's the one guy will, right? But like the ones that are stuck in the web won't be able to attack, right?
no, they can attack. They just have disadvantage.
Well, not if you 5-foot step. Not if you move away, is what I'm saying. Not 5 step, but just like move, just like physically like walk.
Right, but then won't they get attacks of opportunity against me?
Yeah, but otherwise they'll just get. I mean, it's the same number of attacks, but you'll be further away.
Yeah, but then this guy will get an attack of opportunity.
All right. Kylam, you're trying to give the captain advice. He's not listening.
That's fair.
So you just go ahead.
For what it's worth, I was picturing going like here.
You would have to squeeze or make
Was
some
that squeeze?
acrobatics check to get on the other side
that's-
of the.
That's not like a full square? Okay. No, you're right. That's not a
Yeah.
full square. I was kind of zoomed out. Okay. Well, I might want to step away. Let's see about this. Because they can't move. What does web do exactly? It's...
It's difficult terrain, and if you enter it, you need to make a dexterity saving throw. I guess technically, each creature that starts its turn in the web or enters it during a turn. So technically, I guess they're not webbed yet until
Sure.
they start their turn.
But when they do get webbed, they will be restrained.
They're restrained, so disadvantage on attacks, disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. They need to make a action to make a strength check to break free.
Can you move when you're restrained?
No,
Right.
speed is 0. Yeah, and people have advantage on attacks against a restrained target as well.
Yes, although also the webs lightly obscure their area. So I was wondering if...
Lightly obscure is only perception
Okay.
affecting. Yeah, you can hide better in lightly obscured.
Okay. Well, I think what we do is I will cycle around up here and attack this one.
Cool. All right. That is a hit.
Nice. And the offhand. Oh, actually, I will.
You do have advantage.
Oh yeah, I have
remember.
advantage. I guess I roll again first. Let's see if I crit.
I'll say they got webbed because it was such a surprise. All right.
Okay.
So
no crits.
11.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Do I need this one?
So the
guess
one
I
in
don't
front of
know.
Sweetness, you said, right?
Yeah, the one right here. I guess I'll just stick with that, and I'll use my offhand as well for that one.
Sure. Hit. All right.
Let's do the second roll for in case it's a crit. No, it's not. Okay.
2 swift jabs. This cockatrice, looks like you've carved away some of its flesh and feathers now sticking in the web, but it's still
Wow,
it's
that
still
didn't kill it.
fighting. No.
Wow. Oh
It is
no.
bloody.
We might be in trouble, guys. I kind of
I
thought that
think
was
this
gonna
might
kill
be
it.
again. Grab a fistful of feathers and shut the door.
Also, remember, the web is flammable.
Fistful of feathers and
Obviously, my next move, guys.
Yeah.
But
Okay. I think that's it for me. We'll see what happens.
yeah, Sweet, you are stunned.
Oh.
So you can barely speak right as you feel the stone crawling up towards your skull. And so all you can do is at the end of your turn make
is roll another Constitution check. Good God.
Hey!
Hey, all right. So you're fighting back. You're like, oh, these cockatrices aren't going to take me down, and so you move down to partially petrified. So your speed is halved and disadvantage of dex saves, but you're fighting. it off.
No, weak pilgrim. Okay,
Alright.
cool. All right, that's exciting. I break loose of some stone.
Veridus is like, did I hear fire? 5.
Veridus,
10,
you're here too.
20, 25. Well, I was helping Bolo. 30. That's why I said I could be on watch because I could just be out of the way. But no. All
Well,
right,
I'm glad you weren't.
Veridus, he comes around the corner drawing his sword and shield, but he had to spend too much movement. But he's going to use his breath weapon.
Nice.
Fire breath.
Does that work right now for Veridus?
Oh, right. We were saving because he tries to breathe, right? But he's still carrying that wound.
Oh no.
And so it's more smoke than fire. Well, that wasn't good. And it's cockatrices. All right. Let's see. So we got basically these 3. Lauren, the first one's gonna attack you.
That's not very nice.
Disadvantage.
Oh
All right,
yeah.
10 miss.
Nice.
Disadvantage. The other one, it's gonna try to break free with acrobatics.
Yeah, Webb
guess
is
no, it
absolutely
just
kicking it right now.
strength check.
Doing great.
It is just a strength check. Ooh. All right, these things aren't very strong, so it's fighting against the webbing. The one Sweetness, right? It can smell your blood. It knew it almost had you, so it's coming at you.
Coming again.
Ah, not a
The
chance.
web holds it back.
Nice.
Bolo.
Well, it turns out I do have another one of those rays, and I still think it's my best option. So
Which one are you going for?
I think just this guy right in front of me seems like the good call. He hasn't been hit yet, right?
He was hit by the captain. No, he has been hit. He was hit by.
Oh, sorry, I'm
Hey,
looking at the other guy's HP. Yeah.
This guy was hit by a beam.
Okay.
And punched.
And punched. Okay, that sounds like a good medium weight target to try and maybe finish. Let's see if I can hit him. Pew!
You have
Oh
advantage.
my god. Another 3.
You have advantage.
I have advantage.
Restrained. Yes.
3.
And it's a
Oh
5.
my goodness.
What the fuck? Bolo, maybe today's not the day to test out that wingsuit.
It's called
He's
saving up your
saving it
luck.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, wow. And then we got the other cockatrices. The one that is free, free and unfettered, going after Omar. And he should have just normal, but he rolled a 1.
Nice.
So he's gonna make a dexterity saving throw or fall into the web. Got to keep taking that off. Oh, but he made it. All right, so you try to sort of lead this thing into the web, sort of corral him, but he's unable to get you. This cockatrice in the middle is just going to try to break free.
Yeah.
Oof. The other one is going to attack Varanus with disadvantage.
You keep rolling initiative, Zach. What's going on?
Roll an initiative. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. The web is certainly doing its job now. So, Captain, we're back around to you.
Well, the captain is going to disengage to like here and like put his just back up against the wall. It's just like zoink.
Sure.
Fair enough.
And that's
Any bonus action?
nothing for his bone. He'll take out his trident.
All right. Good point. Yeah.
And that is his turn.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna BRB baby stuff real quick.
Sure.
Baby. Right back.
Get my baby back roots.
So, is someone going to try to ignite the web?
I mean, I guess that's the classic ploy. I do have a firebolt. That's my only like fire spell, but that would probably do the trick.
Yeah. Ideally, they'd have a chance to escape, though. Does Varanus have some other flame thing apart from his shitty breath?
I don't know. I have a box of matches.
I was saying, I mean, I if not, because it's you or I was like, maybe one of us use like flint and tinder, just.
Flaming sphere, but that's on my next turn.
And we don't want them to escape on the.
I mean, at some point they will get out, so maybe we take the additional 2d6 for them to burninate, but maybe not. Maybe we run.
But I mean, the web is giving us like an enormous tactical advantage right now because half of them are spending their actions just trying to escape.
Yep.
So like even the worst case scenario, they skipped all their next turns, right? Like,
Well, this is what I was.
That's
I
really
wanna,
good.
I want to just get away from them, probably.
No, let's kill them while they're here. I'm saying like this is we have the tactical advantage. If we run away, then they just get out of the web, and then we're back at square one.
Well,
them being in the web and us fighting them is like the best.
I'm just worried about the Cyclops.
Well, we're
That's
back.
all.
Kylo.
Yeah.
Again, I'm fine to fight. Yeah, stay and fight.
Yeah,
Sure. I mean,
Kylo's ready to.
I'm game for like different tactics and stuff of like, oh, do we want to use fire or not? But like the idea of like running away when we have at the moment like every tactical advantage in the book is like probably not the thing to do in my mind.
Right. Varanus says, yes, I could use my more magical fire breath. But that would also burn, perhaps, precious feathers.
That's a good point. I also really don't want to catch them on fire, because that's like the whole point of us being here, is to get the feathers.
Well, that's what I thought. I was like, we could grab fistful. You know, you can probably get some feathers.
Maybe.
Sure, you can try to harvest some.
Yeah, but I'm happy with them just being stuck in the web. I mean, they're getting
They're
disadvantaged.
stuck, and we're just gonna try and poke them.
Yeah, they're getting disadvantaged in all their attacks, and
Yep.
some of them are spending their turns trying to get out of the web, so they just don't even get an attack. Like,
Right.
Yep.
You get advantage against them.
right, like I couldn't ask for a more optimal situation.
Alright,
Anyway,
well,
I was attacking,
we're
so
gonna make it.
yeah, the same one as before.
Forget to toggle your. Yeah, there we
14?
go. Oh, 14 is a hit.
Okay. Oof, close.
Phew.
Is it dead at this? Because I get to know before I do my next attack.
No,
Oh, okay. Damn, still not.
it's
That's
still
incredible.
hanging on. It's like it's getting limp. It's
That's the part of this I don't like. Is these guys are tough. Like they're not going down.
that's a hit, but also advantage. So
Good point. Whatever.
still a hit. All right. And this last thrust puts this guy down. Yeah. So 4. It took you 4 good stabs, right, to get
Yeah.
through this bird.
So yeah, that's the only part about this that concerns me is just how much HP they have. All right.
Do we hear
I
any
think
more
that's it for my turn.
noises? Do we hear any more noises coming from above that might indicate that we could have additional company? Huh? It is my turn.
Turn, so you can make a perception check.
I will. Any thudding?
Nothing distinct or in particular.
Glad I burned that 15. Okay. The red guy's dead.
Yep.
All right. I think I'll move. So I'm slowed, right?
You are, yes, and have disadvantage on dex saves. So entering the web would not be advisable.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on the edge here and attack this guy, and then use the last of my move to go back.
Sure.
My move is 40. Okay. All right. I'll use. Yep, I'll use critical analysis on him, and do an attack. 12.
Well, you have advantage,
Oh, okay.
right? All webbed up.
19.
That is a hit.
Nice. Okay, so that does 10 piercing, and then
All right. So yeah,
I
you
think I'm gonna save my maneuvers for whoever this next guy is.
remember house rule. You can make your offhand attack as part of your action.
Oh yeah, I like that. I will do that. Can you remind? So with an offhand attack, it's just a straight.
You roll with the same bonus, usually, unless you got a magical bonus from somewhere.
Okay.
But it doesn't roll damage. Your macro should be set up. Should have an offhand something macro.
I can click on that somewhere.
In your attacks area. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't see that. Do we just need to see?
I guess not. Yeah, well, we won't include the +4 for the damage.
Okay. Nah.
But you do have advantage.
Jeez, that keeper. Yeah, all right. Ah.
All right.
Oh, just 5.
Right. 5.
And then I will join the captain back against this wall.
So yeah, you feel like you almost bloodied that guy, but a couple stabs, he's still fighting. Well, it has been their turn, so it's gonna take. Oh no, you've got your mobility.
Yes.
Much back. All right, Varanus is like, well, I can't use fire. I will go to the old faithful. Thunderwave.
Oh my god, it's so noisy.
Oh yeah, no, maybe I shouldn't.
Stealthy
do
wave.
that. Oh my goodness. Blow dragon's breath.
Just punch him. Follow the
Well,
captain's
I do,
lead.
Yes, I do have my sword, so
That's not what I said.
well, that's what I'm gonna use. Because I don't take orders from you. I mean, technically, I do.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he's using his staff then. There we go. Bam! All right.
Got him. It's really good, actually.
Yeah, he slams home with his staff. Definitely bloodying this fellow now. But I think he has maybe more bonus actions. Alright, cock-a-try. It's just two of them trying to break out.
Ooh.
They don't have advantage. What's the DC of this one?
14.
14. All right. Well, neither of them break it this time. Oh no, the 17 does, because that's what he wants. Because I don't think they have a disadvantage on the strength checks. All right. One cockatrice managed to break free. And leaps forward towards the captain.
Oh no.
Captain,
Still have the toggle.
let me know if you need that evac.
16.
That's a hit.
I think that was a hit, so I'll need a con save. 7 piercing damage. All right, but you're used to the effect now. You're throwing it off with ease, and that's it for that group. Back to Bolo. Your sickening rays don't seem to have done their job too well.
Yeah, no kidding. Man, I miss having a shotgun.
I mean, I guess we could have your shotgun. Like,
Right. I mean, you could have taken it, from Bungo's.
Yeah, but do I have like firearm proficiency?
Technically, there is a sort of an alternate option that artificers can have it. So technically, no. But I mean, he wouldn't know. Yeah. So you can make a non-proficient attack.
Well, I do have this heavy crossbow with me. Could always just shoot that.
Okay. Yeah.
That's about as effective.
Right.
These
it's pretty much
cockatrices
the
don't
same.
happen to be wearing like metal collars or anything, do they?
Not metal collars. They are all wearing leather collars, though.
Oh, I can't. I don't have heat leather. All right. Bow.
That's a hit.
That's a hit, and you have advantage too. Remember. So.
Oh, sure. We'll see if I got a crit. No, I rolled the same. Well, slightly better.
All right. 4.
Yeah, 4 damage.
The bolt sinks in. This one is nearly done for. As you are satisfied now, just using the good old-fashioned technology to get the job done. All right, but then these cockatrices go. This one is almost dead. It is just going to try to escape. Yeah.
They're so physically weak.
13. Nope.
That's great.
Second one in the middle. 9. 9. And the last free one. Well, it looks at the webbing, right, and sees like, well, the webbing doesn't quite get up to the ceiling. So it skips off the wall. Omarin, you can attack of opportunity with your trident.
Absolutely will
As
do
it
that.
flaps into the air and then tries to come down
Yeah.
on Varanus. Oh yeah, nice. 6 piercing. But it's gonna get its take.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Varanus is a stout fellow, hopefully, though. Oh, and he even has proficiency, because he was a fighter. Bam. I ain't scared of no petrification. Alright. Back to the captain. Sort of still stuck in this corner, you know, these birds, yeah, pecking furiously at you.
Well, the captain is going to cast Shillelagh on his trident and then attempt to stab the one right in front of him.
And your
Good hit.
magic infusing the trident, easily piercing through its hide, but it's still flapping aggressively at you.
Birds. Why did it have to be birds?
And that brings us back to Kylam. Sort of in the middle, you know, keeping your distance from the webbing.
Yeah. What a nightmare this whole thing is.
This one in front of Varanus is nearly dead, you could tell.
Yeah. But I'm thinking maybe Varanus and Bolo can finish it off. And I may be better off going somewhere else.
It's almost fallen under my withering hail of fire. I've almost got it.
You got it, Bolo! Varanus,
Omar,
make sure
I
you kill
also
that
need
thing.
a concentration check. I've been forgetting them, but at least for your last one. So it's a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, Omarin? Yeah.
Yes. Oh no. Wait, I don't have to concentrate on the web, do I?
Pretty sure you do.
Let me check.
Yes, concentration.
Oh, it is? Okay. I guess the web goes away.
The web, the tendrils start to slide back into the...
Yo, is web a conjuration spell?
Yes.
It is.
That's outrageous. That should not be concentration. I call shenanigans.
Yeah. That's
I
bizarre.
agree. Whatever.
I mean, I straight up agree. Like, it doesn't really make a lot of sense that you're like making this web appear. That it seems sort of non-magical, right? It doesn't seem like it's like a mystic shield of web or whatever. It's just like
Yeah, it's just a web. You just summoned webs.
right. You just like Spider-Man'd it, you know? Like,
Oh man, so dumb. Anyway.
anyway, it's a great game, and please buy all the supplemental products that you can for this.
We can revise
D&D
web
next.
perhaps for the future.
Yeah, they'll fix it in the next version.
There you
That's
go.
perfectly backward compatible with this, we promise.
Yeah, sure. Well, I think that changes the math a little bit here. What I'm actually going to do is, I'm going to attack this one.
Hit.
Okay. And I will also smite.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Roll it up.
They don't happen to be like fiends or whatever. Alright. Meh, kind of a whiff on the smite. And then I'll use my other attack.
Those are supposed to be D8s, I believe, though.
Oh, you're right. I totally, yeah. I had it written as D8, but just couldn't figure out the button worked.
Oh,
good.
goodness.
Good. Well,
I'll keep the 4.
do whatever you like. I don't even care. The 1 point.
Arenas' extra little bit there.
Thanks.
Wow.
All right, killing it with the smites today. Anyway,
well, you are feeling stretched, like it's almost difficult to feel the flow of magic, right? That you're used to being near the sea.
yeah, if we were lower to the sea, that definitely would have been a better roll. And I'm gonna do this one down here though to try to do offhand on the one to the south.
Sure.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Yeah, it's still hanging on.
Well, I'm not gonna smite that one, so have fun. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Sweets.
Um.
Oh, did we have you save at the end of your last turn?
No, I was actually about to ask if I could
Yeah.
save to see if I'm
Yeah.
still slowed.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Ooh, you shake the.
Now I'm in the
Stone
fighting.
actually
You're right.
flick off as you shake yourself.
Would it be all right if I did another quick perception check just to?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just I think wanting to keep an eye out for.
I mean, with all the noise of the cockatrices, like right up in your face, reverberating on.
Still
bouncing off
nothing.
the walls.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to. It's just really difficult to tell. Yeah, you don't hear anything distinct.
Okay.
So,
All right, so now we're back to normal attacks. I'm gonna hit this guy. Hopefully. No.
nope. Offhand.
Yeah, I'll do the offhand, so we'll just minus. Nope. Okay. And I'll get back into this corner with
All right.
the captain.
That you would still draw.
I would draw. I should have done that differently. Well, you know what? Actually, screw it. I'll stay in here because I figure they're going to attack us anyway.
True.
I should go. I'm sorry that it. Actually, here's the thing. I'm gonna I will be doing some writing. I'll have my mic on.
Sure.
Just call me when it's my turn or if I need to do something. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Varanus is going to keep working with his staff. He's going to try to bring this guy down. There we go. Yikes. And he's going to use his blessing, which gives him a D4 from his home of Terrestrius, and he didn't get there. Oh boy. There we go. So we've got one coming in at the captain.
Yeah.
Doing good dodgies. Another coming in at Sweetness. Also staying alive and out of the way. Alright, that's the ones from that group. Back to Bolo. You got a clean shot.
I got the shot! I'm taking the shot!
I softened them up for you. Hey!
No, you
Nice.
don't have advantage this time.
Okay, well, don't need it.
Bam.
9 damage, get fucked.
And with this heart-piercing bolt, you put the bird down. Awesome. And now we have 2 more cockatrices. One coming at Varus. The other at Kylan. All right, you guys have now formed a pretty stable battle line, keeping them at bay. You know, dodging, weaving next to each other. Captain.
The captain is going to attempt to stab this one again with his shillelagh trident, which is a success. These are good rolls.
Yeah. All right, you think one more stab might put this bird on the skewer once and for all?
Nice.
Got anything else?
Nothing else.
All right, Kylan. Surrounded by 2 dead birds, maybe a third coming soon.
Yeah, let's see if we can wrap this one up. Here we go. 17.
For sure a hit.
7 damage.
Not quite.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
don't even think you're offhand,
Can't even
non-swipe.
do it. Can't even be done. What about this? Nope, can't do it.
Nice.
Why would we do that?
Your blades seem to have lost their edge against these birds.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll wrap it up on somebody else's turn. Sweetness. Maybe come finish this one off. You know, don't do that.
Am I up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Faintly heard my name.
The one to the
I'm like, I'm coming!
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Actually, I'm tempted to do that just because I feel like you'll be better at taking these.
Yeah, but that
Well,
would
the one next to the-
opportunity attack. So
Yeah, the one next to the captain
Yeah,
is
I
also
Yeah.
bleeding pretty bad.
yeah, I would hit this one.
Though you're not currently.
Okay, I'll hit this guy in front of me. I will attempt to hit this guy in front of me again and not miss twice. Wow! Ah! All my good rolls were at the beginning. Offhand.
That's a hit.
Hey.
All right, 4 damage. There you go.
Well, it's only 2. Yeah. 'Cause it's
Oh, 2. You're right. Oh.
a little snip in the wing, but not much there. All right, Varanus.
Okay, Varanus, can you get this one?
Yes, I can do that. I think. Let's see what. Oh, there's the shark tooth sword. That's what we need to do. All right. He's like. What can I do? Yeah. No, he's gonna risk the attack of opportunity.
Oh wow.
Well, he has
No
shield
fear.
if he needs it. Yeah. Oh, wow.
It's a hit.
Okay.
Well, not if he uses shield, which he does.
Good work, Varanus. Keep them on their toes.
I'm trying.
No, you're good. You're drawing out those reactions, you know? It's about action economy. That's what they say.
Yeah, it's true. All right, one attack at 1, 2, 3, 4. One attack at sweetness. $16 from the cockatrice.
That ties it.
That's not good. That's a hit.
That is
Okay.
a for 5 piercing damage and a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, baby.
Coming in at Kylan.
Oh,
Nice. Miss for the Paladin.
Nice.
Bolo.
Bolo.
Slightly wounded one to your south here.
Yeah.
Much more wounded one, sort of on the other side.
I'm gonna
of
try
town.
and finish off the guy in the corner here. Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So that was the one to the south you were saying?
Yes.
Alright. Put a good bolt into him. Still stands. And while this one, now seeing the way is clear, goes into attack our dwarven friend.
Bolo.
But it's missed due to Bolo's heavier armor. And the other one goes against the captain.
Ooh.
I'm not doing so hot, guys.
You'll make a great statue.
It's piercing damage and a Constitution saving throw.
I can put you on the front of the ship.
That's true. Well, yeah, tend to be made of wood, but
The special occasion, you'll be our captain in spirit. Forever.
Oh boy. Alright. And the process starts again. As the
Ugh.
wounds begin to accumulate for our beloved captain. But it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to fucking move to here and stab this one. Oh no, this one isn't dead, is it?
No, it's not dead.
Oh,
And
then
much
fuck
more
it.
wounded.
I'll stab that one.
8 damage is enough. You plunge your trident down and finish this bird off once and for all. Though you start feeling the slowness in your limbs.
Oh yeah, I save.
All right, nice. You become unpetrified. All right, Kylan,
All right, here we go.
the numbers are certainly in your favor now.
Yeah, let's see if we can tip this one over the edge. Not like that. Okay, okay.
All right, and this final thrust puts that one away.
That's right, the first one is a feint.
Exactly.
I threw my sword at the window as a feint. That's it for me.
All right, Sweetness, you're facing the last one up
Well,
in this part. Maybe with a couple good strikes, you might be able to finish him.
all right, here I come. Ah,
nice.
That's a hit. Oh yeah.
with a couple of good hits. Right, maybe I'll even use a maneuver on this.
Ooh.
Oh, did that get him?
No, he's bloodied now.
Oh god, that just got him past bloodied.
Well, he was sort of sitting right on the threshold, so it didn't.
Okay, alright, well, I doubt this will finish him off. But maybe Varanus can?
I'm gonna help Bolo.
Oh, there's another one over here. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Although, Vernus, you shouldn't. You should help Sweetness.
Offhand attack though, Sweetness.
Yeah. Only 1 damage.
That's it. Oh yeah. You felt like, oh, this could be the one, but not quite. All right, Varanus. Fine, I'll help the doctor. Sliding in behind into a nice flanking position. His shark tooth longsword.
Okay, this might kill it.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
probably not.
Wow.
I like that even if he had hit, it really would have done anything.
Well, he would roll extra damage because it doesn't have any armor.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that really could have done it.
It missed.
Mm-hmm. We tried.
Yep. Last packet sweetness, probably. Ooh. 6 piercing damage for sweets, and a con save, if you please.
Watch, I'm gonna get fucking.
Hey, you already rolled a nat ones on it before, and you made it. You made it out. So I think.
Well, I'm more just worried about what comes next.
Hey,
The opposite of a. Okay. What happens to it?
I think you just become you've
I'm immune.
gained temporary immunity to the cockatrice bite. Yeah. But Bolo, you're being charged in the face with this
You could
birdie.
defend.
Well, I throw aside my heavy crossbow as it clatters to the floor. I raise my mighty wrench.
Don't forget, you also have spells like cantrips and stuff.
Yeah, but like hitting him with a wrench is cooler.
Oh, sure. But you miss, right?
But I miss. Yeah.
Yeah, and you pull your wrench out, but this thing, dodges and leaps back just in time to try to bite you again.
Miss. We are engaged in mortal combat.
All right, Captain. Another bird lined up for you. You are muted.
Well, that other bird for me lined up right here is going to get some of that shillelagh action. Oh, no, I miss.
You do miss.
Wah. Okay.
Well, perhaps the XO can do the job.
They're flanking. Super flanking.
With flanking. Yeah, you get +5 on the attack roll.
Omega flanks.
Bonus flanking. Certainly a hit this time, and the thrust puts the bird down.
Nice.
Alright. You could get over to Bolo's, probably.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's it.
Go.
Here we go. Don't worry, Bolo, I got you.
And it's enough.
Pow!
You just startle it, clip it. It turns around. Ready to face the new threat. Sweets. They're all dead all around you. You just hear the one clucking back in the bedroom chamber.
But I'm. Bolo, no.
Or you could start collecting feathers.
Does it seem? I mean, do we think that Do I see that they have it?
I mean, we definitely have it. It's the question of how much damage it does over how many rounds.
Yeah. I'm inclined to, for whatever, if I can get in here, I'll get it too. Why not, huh? Okay, well maybe not,
That's a hit.
That's a hit, yeah.
Oh, it is a hit. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And I'll do an offhand. Come on. Okay. Just
-4, right? So 10 total.
Nice.
It is.
okay. Nice. Hold on. I still have a little move, so I'll pop back here.
Sure. It is now bleeding profusely. Varanus comes around. I'm gonna finish him. I'm gonna finish him. Comes around the corner, swinging his sword.
All right, Varanus, you got this.
We can do it. We can do it. Yeah.
Oh my God, he actually got this.
And he rolls an extra D8. Really good one. And 8 total is enough. The last cockatrice slices through it with its sharp teeth on his long sword. and the area, well, grows quiet. The air still lapping that curtain.
Well, I guess that solves our feather problem.
I will run over quickly to the curtain area and want to see if anybody's coming.
You don't see anybody come.
Okay. I'll stay here just as a guard.
Sure. All right. Bolo and Varanus, we can each make 3 Arcana checks, or checks with alchemist tools.
Wow.
Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. Only 1 failure, so we get 5 doses. So after harvesting, just plucking as many feathers as possible, of course you have to winnow them down to find the best specimens among the bloodied and slashed ones. But with very little time, because most of these were pretty good. You guys whip up 5 doses of petrification balm.
Easy peasy.
But you know that some now more time has passed in the area above, and who knows how much the cloud giant has done since
no.
he left.
Well, I think we should just get ready to fight, right? Like, I think if we go up there, it seems very.
I mean, I'm not doing so hot if we're gonna
Sure.
plan on fighting.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is like we should do whatever we got to do to get ready for this next thing, because I think that we're probably gonna go up there, try to rescue the people and the statues, and someone will notice.
Okay,
So I can lay on hands you.
cool. I mean, I can also cast some good berries, which I should probably do that first. I can only do it once, but it's worth 10 hit points.
Yeah.
I also have my healer's half staff.
Yeah.
Oh,
That seems like a good time to use that.
Bolo and Varanus could take the time to try and get this golem
Yeah,
running.
we'll go back to the golem work.
All right, make another Arcana.
Oh, it also grants me advantage on a check or saving throw to end 1 negative condition.
Oh. Varanus not very helpful. You think you got it going. I mean, starting to stir a little bit. Bolo.
Okay.
But you've never really interfaced with a golem before.
Yeah.
What do you? So this thing is like.
Golem, climb on that desk. I find it desk.
you might have to speak giant to it. Oh, it does.
seems to start like writing, pushing itself up off the floor. It's a little wobbly, but then it sort of just floats a little bit and goes up on the desk, and all the papers, near its feet start to get a little damp because of its cloudy consistency.
Well, I give Varanus a high five as it climbs onto the desk. I'm like, I think we did it.
Yes, it seems we have a good ally. But, well, I guess it follows your commands.
Seems that way.
Maybe we can use it to like retrieve the statues without being noticed. Like maybe it could get them and bring them down here without suspicion.
You guys want to try that? I can give the word.
Yeah, I mean, let's finish healing Omarin first, and then we could do it. Did you have any staff healing you're gonna do, Sweetness?
Varanus will take a staff healing.
Yes. How many? Do we know how many charges the orb has? The healer. Sorry, the orb. The healer's half staff.
It's full.
Well, how many?
Do I know
how many
how
is
many?
that?
Oh, sorry. Oh, how many total? I see.
I don't remember.
Here it is. Yeah. So it just functions as a healer's kit, so it doesn't have charges.
Okay.
Whoa, cool. So I'll boop you, Omarin.
Yay.
Boop myself. This is an exciting moment for Sweetness. His first.
It's still you still have to make the medicine check or whatever that goes along with it, right?
Okay.
Or it's automatically you just heal XYZ, right? Or 66 plus stuff, right?
Yeah, whatever.
For the healer's kit, yeah, it's
Yeah.
just when you use a healer's kit, it's 1d6 plus 4.
Right. Plus their modifier, right?
So for me, that's just because I took the feat,
And
that's only once per
long
let's
rest per person, right?
plus additional hit points equal to your maximum hit dice. Can't regain hit points. So that's just for the feat. Can't regain hit points from it until it finishes a short or a long rest.
Right. Well,
So here's for you. And you're level 4, so we'll do
nice.
13. I'll do me too.
Really 9 hit points. Nice.
Sorry, is there a limit on how many times you can do this?
Basically, once per short rest.
What just once ever per short rest, or once per person?
Per person. Sorry, yeah.
So you could do it to each of us, is what I was getting at. Like you
Yeah,
could just.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can boop. I can boop anybody who needs.
I mean,
who
I'll take
needs
a heal.
boop. You'll take a boop.
Well, it's
Seems pretty free.
sweetness. You're starting to feel a little dirty, right? Just how simple.
I know. I'm like,
compared.
just using me. I'm also starting to feel like a magic wielder. Boop. Boop on you.
You still have to know the right parts, right, to touch and where the
Gross.
healing needs to be.
I'm hamming it up. You know, I'm excited. This is a anyone else need boop?
I think Bolo took a little bit of damage.
Bolo, you gonna take a boop?
I don't think I got hit.
All right. Good job.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Oh.
they missed.
Yeah.
Charged, yeah. Oh, right.
So sweet. Sorry, Omar, and then are you fully healed? Do you need more?
I'm gonna use one of my just actual healer kits to try to bring me up to close. Okay.
I'm pretty
Well, so
close.
you
I'm
can't-
like 5 points off.
Yeah, you
sounds
can't
like
use the healer's kit. The healer's kit and the half staff, right, function off the same cooldown, basically, right? So you can't use the healer's kit and the half staff. They do the same function.
Oh.
That's kind of the
Just lets me do it magically.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
just unlimited healer's kits.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Well, all right. I'm like, why isn't this other kit work? Okay. Well, I gave y'all.
See, Omar, I mean, 5 HP is like a perfect way to do lay on hands, so we'll just do that. It's like a nice way to clean that up.
Sure.
So, have your 5 HP.
And you notice as you collected the feathers and stuff too, all of the cockatrices, right, had these little, just crude leather collars on with little, like little wooden tags that have that same name carved into them. That's below the portrait.
Yeah, okay. We don't know any like curse match. We could like say his name and just like promote.
You have a former halfling's ex-lover who might dabble in such things.
Okay. Well,
I was just saying that she's the only one you sort of met. All right. Well, Bolo, should you give the command?
All right. Golem, retrieve those stone statues from, I guess I should give more specific directions. Through that window, / I'll give more specific directions in character.
Give me an intelligence check. See
Sure.
how well you can sort of figure out the logic.
Here we go. Wow.
Well, you think you did a great
Wow.
job.
He definitely understood me, guys. We're gonna have no comical miscommunications.
And a few minutes later, it comes back with a broken statue, two different pieces of broken statue, and brings them holding them up before you, Bolo. They don't even look like they're from the same statue.
Those are not the correct ones. Maybe we should get a little closer before we give this instruction, guys.
Okay. Can I slip back up there and give instructions from, like, line of sight?
I can be like, go get those
make
statues right there.
Another stealth check.
All right. Group stealth?
Yeah. I'll color that golem yellow just to
There we go. Nice.
stand out here.
We get the fart golem. Hell yeah.
And actually, Ray, you can now control the golem.
Nice.
There you go. That should be able to. Okay. Let's see. Baroness needs to make some stealth. Yeah, I'm doing so hot. Kyle's still pretty stealthy in that. Lauren, Bolo, we need stealth from you.
I just have dex, so I rolled an 18.
Oh, sorry. You got an 18.
All right, do I need to roll?
Yes. Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, I just tripped.
Technically, you also have the golem. Because right now, you're failing. So if the golem, Bolo, give another set of instructions to have the golem fly casual.
Golem, fly casually.
Yeah, just give me another intelligence check here.
Oh, I was gonna make a dexterity check for this thing. Oh my god.
And this time, the golem is like,
It turns out it's real fucking easy for a cloud to be stealthy.
Yeah, even though it's not the most dexterous.
Sure.
So you notice that the other cloud golem is currently in absentia again. There is only one intact statue remaining. The griffin has been pulverized. Statue of the pilgrim, oarsman pilgrim, has been pulverized. Only the statue of the furbolg remains fully intact.
Oh, hey guys, that furbolg looks really cool. We should make sure to save him.
See if your golem can get him.
Golem, go rescue that cool furbolg statue.
This time, now that you've sort of gotten the hang of it a little bit and the orders are simple, the golem goes over and picks up the statue and brings it over to you.
Nice. Well, I guess we've got 5 doses of anti-petrification stuff, right?
Yeah, I'll use 1 dose on the Furbolg.
All right. So, as you smear it over the stone, you can see this Furbolg is wearing pretty, robes more than armor.
As I do it, I'm like, hey, Furbolgs are friendly, right?
Someone can make a nature check about that.
It's like you're looking at it like, is that an orc? What are we doing here, guys?
Yeah, and over the course of the next half a minute or so, right, you can see the cracks start to appear in the stone, and eventually little chips start to flake off and away, and eventually the stone layer on the outside almost crumbles to dust, and suddenly before you see gasping is that fella.
Huh.
Back, Cyclops! The light will not avail you! Wait, where'd he go? What?
Hi, hello.
Hello.
Hi, we're adventurers, and we, quote-unquote, rescued you?
Oh, thank the heavens! By the light above, I have
By the
been
way,
saved.
just, take it down, 3... We're trying to... They're not that far
Oh.
away from where you were, a second ago.
I'm sorry, I did not realize that our foes were near at hand.
You also see one of these cloud monsters looming over you.
Wait, beware! Beware this beast! It is what brought me to this wretched place.
Oh, no, we co-opted this one. This one works with us now.
You claim not to be of the Cyclopses?
Nope. And I point to where my armor, my eyes would go.
Well,
A compelling
they're
argument.
now ruby gems, remember?
Oh, that's true. I look at the point of the ruby gems. My bull's head. Thanks. There's 2 of them. Is the point?
What's the new name? Raloran?
Raloran.
Lauren, make a perception check, please.
Sure. Whoops.
Well, you do not notice the little ghostly halfling or 2 ghostly halflings caught in the ruby eyes of the helmet.
Sure.
Can stave off unfortunate.
Yeah,
hard questions.
That's hard to
later.
explain.
All right.
Yeah. So we've been investigating where the pilgrims went after they were abducted by the cloud monsters. Were you with them?
The pilgrims. Well, I was not with them, no, but I was a pilgrim, you could say. But I have, unfortunately, I think I've perhaps learned what could have happened to your abducted pilgrims. Before I, became as you found me, I was imprisoned with a number of others who seemed to have been, carried off by these gestures at the cloud golem creatures. They seem to be doing the bidding of the Cyclops, who uses his magical eye to turn them to stone, at which point he seems to be breaking them down and using them as some part of some sort of unholy construction project.
Jeez. I can't believe Sweetness was right.
I don't know how I narrowly
What was my name?
fate.
Sorry, I heard my name.
I was just joking that I can't believe you were right about what they were doing with the petrified people.
Oh, were they really?
I mean, we're not, I guess. It seems to be.
That's funny.
So
Before one of the last things I remember before I was
Sweetness is like, I know.
turned to stone Was that
Oh, yeah.
the Cyclops told me that I would make a great brick for the chest piece. I don't know of for what, but that's
Yeah.
what I remember him. That's the last thing I remember before appearing before you all.
Well, I think there's a couple more who haven't been petrified yet over in that cage over there. So we got to rescue them, but we think he'll probably get the Cyclops to come out here. So we may have to take him down.
I perceive, I'm not gonna roleplay this super well. Anyway, I'm like very. Oh, he's been petrified. I'm like, I'm checking his vitals. I'm like, how do you feel?
Well, I guess I feel
for
fine.
posterity.
No lasting effect.
Turn your head and cough.
I will warn you, if we are to do battle with the Cyclopean beast, it seems that its petrification powers comes from the staff that it carries about. Perhaps if we engage it in battle, separating it from its staff would be a high priority to avoid becoming stone.
What's the staff? Do you remember what it looked like it was made out of?
I don't know. What do you think, Zach?
Like wood or metal?
It definitely looked like wood, but there was this shining light at the top of it, almost like a silver sun that was glowing.
Sure. I guess I'm trying to sort of get, like, if I got close, is it likely that I could, like, break it?
It's very large, so unlikely to, unless you tried to, like, smite it,
Yeah, well, that's what I was going for, was being like, what if I hit it as hard as I could, right? Because theoretically I could, like, get really close really fast. It's just, then what?
The trouble with magic items, they tend to be more resistant if it is magic.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of like. I agree. I mean, that's kind of where I was coming down on this too. Was like, it's made of wood, but it's gonna be magically enhanced and kind of tough.
And as you're sort of considering these options in light of this new information, you hear this booming voice rumble down around the clouds, and only it sounds off. It is in some strange dialect to you all, except for Ralroran, who understands the language of giants.
Instantly the most important member of the party.
Bring me another one. I need to make more stone.
The Cyclops is sending his cloud giant to retrieve more bricks / me, or other statues.
Well, maybe we should take out the golem, the cloud golem now while they're separate. So that would.
Sure, but then won't he be? I guess that's better than fighting them together.
Yeah,
he'll be suspicious once he doesn't come
Can't
back.
you then send yours up as if you were, the...
Sure, yeah, that could be a good idea.
I was like, I saw none.
Or bring like a bomb.
See,
Oh, yeah.
the cloud
Right
giant
here, hold this.
to rumble down the side of the amphitheater area.
With a cloud giant or cloud golem?
Cloud golem, sorry, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. And it sort of just, sloppily sloshes down by the prisoners. And it sort of almost, starts reaching out. Its hand passes through the wooden parts of the cage. And then it retracts it a little bit. And it's like, And then, it goes to start undoing the latch. And that is where we will leave off, I think, for tonight.
All right.
Cool.
The Cyclops is a real problem.
Yes.
I mean, do you think there's a way that we could deal with it without fighting it?
No.
Sneak up, steal the staff, but he probably, maybe he's not holding it all the time.
I mean, we're not here for the staff. We're here for the compass. For the piece of the stone.
Sure, we're also here to investigate the pilgrims. I mean, and this is what's left of them. Like, I would like to rescue the pilgrims, and also if we leave this Cyclops here, he's just gonna do this again. Like,
I'm actually more here on a religious retreat, actually.
okay. Well, maybe.
By the way, this is what you described the Cyclops as to the others. Now that you are here, this is the image that you sort of give. So, sort of a regal-looking fellow. All these ritual tattoos and so forth.
There's like tattoos on him.
Yeah.
Are all Cyclopses this hunky?
No.
Okay.
He wears, you can obviously from the description tell he is a, he seems to wear the finery of a noble, right? Maybe from among his kind. Or,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
for now, thank you everyone out there for joining us. And we'll have a boss battle for you next time.
Heck yeah.
Or boss negotiations.
Yeah, we don't necessarily have to fight it, right? Or maybe
Boss,
we
join
do.
his side.
Right.
Nice.
Well, he did turn me to stone. I mean, I don't feel great about that.
That's fair.
What did you learn by being turned to stone?
What did
I
we
haven't
learn?
had enough time to reflect on it. I'll have to think.
So what class are you?
I'm a cleric.
Okay, wanted to check.
Yeah, I'm just a Furbolg cleric of knowledge, as I am a follower of this world's knowledge god.
All right.
Enjeet the Studious.
Yes.
Welcome to the party.
Or just dive. This is Ray's new character. I'm very dense. It's like, why is Ray RPing this fucking rando dude we saved? It's a new character.
With that, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good week. Good time. See you all in 2 weeks or whatever. Peace.
Are you?
See ya.
Okay.